What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate you all, and to all those who subscribe to my channel, I'm truly grateful. And if you're new here, consider clicking the subscribe button so we can go on this motorcycle vlogging journey together. So today guys, I'm on my morning commute, and as you can see, it's quite busy here. But the main purpose of today's video is to see how much this Honda CB500X heats when you are riding in the summer. It's about 30 degrees Celsius this morning, really hot, but the sun is not out yet, so it's still kind of breezy, but it's pretty humid this morning. So it's been raining here like crazy for the past 1.5 months, I would say. So there's not been much riding. I've not been doing much riding in the last month, but it's been dry for a few days now. So I'm out here commuting on the bike again. Taking a look at the gauge, the heating stays in the middle, as it does all the time. It always stays in the middle. It doesn't go up or come down, just like kind of like how a car does. Now there are some other bikes that show you a reading in numbers in the temperature, like my old Benelli 300cc. That's what happened. So I could see when the fan kicked in. So with that bike, the radiator fan kicked in at about 70 plus or minus 70 degrees Celsius to cool down the engine, especially if you were in stop and go traffic. And when you were in motion, it will almost never kick in because you had wind coming through to the radiator. But with this bike, it just stays there all the time, so it does all its cooling. And I must say the fan is quiet as well. I haven't heard, even when I stop and the sound of my exhaust is kind of down, I really cannot hear the fan. The only thing I feel is the warm wind, the hot air that is blowing over my legs. It's not too bad. You just kind of feel like there's a strong gust of hot air blowing over your legs, kind of like your knee area, and that only stays on for like a minute or so, and then it goes off. So it tells me that the cooling ability of this bike is really good. So it regulates the temperature of the engine really well. And the fan doesn't kick in as much. I think it only kicks in when you're like stopped for a while at the light or in stop and go traffic, but even that is not very regular. And the fan only stays on for a few minutes, so that's a good thing. And like I said, the gauge doesn't ever move. It's always on the half mark. So I was looking in the manual, and the manual said if it's well, they got explanations and they got depictions in the diagram. So if you spot any anomaly, yeah, they recommend you take the bike to the service, an authorized Honda service center to be checked. But I don't think there's going to be any problem unless there's a leakage or something. So yeah, so far it's performing really well in the heat. And because the bike has no fairings, the engine is exposed, the wind is going to have a lot to do with the cooling as well. So as long as you're riding, you're not going to have, as long as you're in motion, you're not going to have too much problem with heating of the engine. And I've heard people say some other bikes heat up a lot, especially bigger CCs. I don't think this is going to have that problem, because yesterday I was riding in 34, 35 degrees Celsius, and it was kind of the same result. So rest assured it's going to do well in the heat. The most thing to worry about is how much heat is blown onto you, the rider, your legs, your knee area, your thighs. And so far I can confirm that it's not that intrusive, it's not that uncomfortable. It's just for a minute or a minute and a half when the fan runs, and that's it. And the heat that's coming to your legs is not that much, so it's something you can live with. And like I said, you can't really hear the fan when it turns on. You only feel the heat, so that's good. Compared to my previous bike, the Benelli 300, the fan was really loud. So even if you were, well, if you're riding, if you're in motion, you couldn't hear it. But when you stopped, as I am right now, you could actually hear the fan turn on. It was really loud. But this one is quiet. And I guess it does something good for you, the rider, as well. If anything, it allows me to hear my exhaust score, and I'm afraid I have to comment on this exhaust again. It just sounds awesome. It makes me like this bike even more, because now I can tell how the bike is performing and how I'm riding it. So yeah, it's a big plus. But the cooling is fine. And I realized that when I pack the bike, even in the heat, obviously it stays warmer for quite a while, but after like 45 minutes to an hour, the engine is you can actually touch the engine or hold on to it for a while. It's not going to burn you. So the cools fast as well. Yeah, in the mornings and evenings there's bound to be a lot of traffic, so it'll be good to know how your bike is going to perform in hot conditions. For those who live in colder climates, this is not going to be too much of an issue, because in some parts of the world, even in summer, the temperature is about 25 degrees. Yeah, if you live in a very cold environment. But for those who live in the above 30s, yeah, definitely is going to heat up. Any machine is going to heat up. It just depends on how efficient the cooling system is, and so far this one is doing a good job on that. So yeah, that's a plus for anyone who's interested in the CB500X and wants to know, because this might be very important for some people. If you live in a colder environment, you might think, oh, this is not, it doesn't apply to me. But there are people who ride in hotter climates, and they're probably going to be riding in stop-go traffic for probably an hour or something on their commute. This will be something good to know to help in your decision making. I won't mention names, but I've heard reviews and word of mouth, people saying that their bikes heat up a lot in traffic and it becomes uncomfortable. But this one is different. It doesn't work like that. I mean, it's a smaller engine compared to 900 or 700 or 1000 cc and above. So it's definitely it's definitely on the positive side. Alright guys, so come to the end of this video. I just wanted to bring you something on the heating of the CB500X. Of course, it's not really hot right now because we just done with a long spell with the range, but it's heating up, starting to heat up, and riding in like 34-35 degrees. This is what I observed. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can go on this journey together. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment about your heating situation on your Honda CB500X or any other bike for that matter. I'll be excited to read your comments and your inputs. So enjoy your CB500X and hit the subscribe button like I already said. Until I see you in the next video, ride legal, ride safe. Peace, and I'm out.